Hello there! Welcome back to another video! We're doing another sketchbook tour. I know it hasn't been that long since I've done my last one, but like I said, there was a couple sketchbooks that I've finished in between the one I'm currently working on. There's the one I did recently, there's this one, there's one more, and then there's the one I'm currently working on. So I wanted to film these so that I could just show off my art. This sketchbook I started right after I finished my last one, so in August 2017, because the other one was at the end of July 2017, and I finished it in December. Starting off, we have another self-portrait. This is more of a semi-realistic, same kind of style I explored at the end of my last sketchbook. I'm really happy with the eyes. I really like the way the nose turned out. And also, if you'll notice, I'll just grab another sketchbook really quick, but this right here is the size of sketchbook that the last two sketchbook tours I've done have been, and then this is the new one. So this is I think a 5x8, and this is a 8x12 or 8x11, something like that. Moving on, there's this weird highlighter piece. I was just trying to be loose, some gesture drawings. I was really just trying to get myself used to this sketchbook being so much bigger than the ones I'd gotten used to before. Some more gestures, like honestly, these things are massive compared to the ones that I'd recently been drawing. This I definitely did a video on about art block. Some more football pose. I'm sorry I flip-flop between calling it soccer and football because they're both. A lot more. These were a lot faster. I think these were 10-second gesture drawings. I think they were basketball and volleyball, a mixture between. Some facial expressions, another kind of flurry, same kind of concept as this one over here. For this sketchbook, I decided to ditch the kind of challenge that I'd put for myself for the last one of not allowing any pages only in graphite. I figured that the challenge in this was how big the pages were compared to what I got used to. That was enough challenge. So here I was starting to study some leg musculature. So I grabbed some muscle anatomy references and I did the whole muscle divider things, and then I tried some legs without it. More sports, pretty sure this might be football, but sports gesture drawings. A couple faces, my character Talia. Some buddy gesture drawings, probably from sports. Chibi, semi-proportions. This is my friend Fantasy Finder's character Raphael, being all smexy and stuff. This ended up turning into an acrylic painting, this original sketch for Evie. This was me trying to sketch some different body proportions, like this is what I would normally draw. This is like small head, big body. This is like really skinny but like big forearms and big calves. This is like sort of chubby, less chubby, really skinny. I was trying to do that sort of thing. This, it's sort of embarrassing. This is what Sonic looks like to me from memory, Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is what Sonic the Hedgehog actually looks like. I thought, like, I've been staring at him my whole life, right? I can remember what he looks like. No, I can't. Some more gesture drawings, still trying to get used to size. This is some portraiture study, so I was trying to get some, like, there are obviously different ethnicities and stuff like that. Some facial hair even, expressions and stuff like that. Here's just some lyrics that I copied down, or a poem. So here's like a happy dappy. I had some crayons I was drawing. Here's a watercolor swatch of the watercolor palette I was using at the time. Some more song lyrics. My character Zeke. This was from, I think, a cosplay I did, Victor from Yuri on Ice, with this like little plush of the dog, so I decided to try to illustrate that. This was just a random doodle that I did while I was out at the Starbucks at school. More random doodles probably that I did in class. This was a concept kind of rough sketching thing for an assignment that I had to do for designing a perfect desk. This is some gesture drawings of people that I randomly noticed in the hallway. A classmate of mine, she had these boots, we were waiting to get into class together, and then just some random doodles that I did from memory. These are some Pokemon that I did. My character Tiri's, I'm not really quite happy with this. It was my friend's birthday. She calls me Sendy-kun and I call her Mecha, and it's just something that we've been doing for years, but it was her birthday, so I decided to do that for her. And because the markers bled through, I just did some random whatever. Here's the beginning of my series of Let's Draw classmates. So here's classmates, one of my teachers. This is how some of my classmates were sitting. Not this one, this was just this is what my teacher looked like that day, sort of. Some more random doodles. I think I did this while doing homework with a friend, yeah. Same here. We were talking about My Chemical Romance, and so that came to be. classmate, which turned into a really good friend, another classmate. I accidentally skipped a page. I wasn't aware that I'd skipped the page until later, so I just did this to fill this in. This is my character Chrome, my friend Saf's character Jan. My friend had a separate friend in the cooking program, so I decided to sketch out the uniform, and then it reminded me of the pirate, so there's that. And then we were also talking about the fairy tale openings, so this is what Grey and Natsu look like in my memory. And then some rocks, because my friend in the animation program had this assignment to do rocks, and so I decided to join her. A classmate, and then just random class doodles. I think I was trying to concept out ideas for a project that I had to do, and this is, my brother has a painting of this type of scene, but his is a bit more surrealistic because he doesn't know how to draw perspective, and he's just like some waves. There was this girl on the bus that had this kind of outfit, cargo leggings, and then a tank top with a zipper down the middle. More experimenting with different body shapes in pencil and then in pen. I really like this in pose actually. Some more ballpoint pen. Rick from Rick and Morty. These doodles are by my brother. Some feet, some worse than others, and then some more kind of actiony gesture drawings. More gesture drawing. Classmate. Weird teddy bear that looks like there's a Pokemon that looks like that. Deadpool logo. This is technically my first Inktober piece. You can see here that I kind of cheated. I did Inktober. I did every day of Inktober, but I did some days I didn't really draw, and then some days I drew multiple, and I started a bit early just so it wouldn't stress me out so much about the keeping it up. It would just be get better things. So this is my character Aries when she was preteen. For my first Inktober, this is my character Onyx. I really like how this turned out actually, and it bleeds. This is my character Talia. He's random. There's a snake. There's a little chubby goblin. There's a little bunny. And here, both these pages I drew during a lecture, and this one as well actually. I'm really fond of this actually. I haven't looked back at the sketchbook in a while. Oh, you can really see into my mind through here. Another Inktober and another Inktober. See, I have them labelled. This is because they were doing a demo at the Staples nearby of this little printer that you hook up to your phone, and they were letting you print something for free. So I was like, oh, what's your print? And then I had this painting that I did. So I printed it. Some really 15-second gestures. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon for Inktober, and then I tried to do Toothless. Another Inktober. Some random doodly doodles because I had spare room on page. Another Inktober Day 5. You can see I drew it on the 2nd of October. Please don't kill me. And then this is my friend's character Ryusei and my character Talia. And then there are again, but in a simplified chibi form. Some gesture drawings. I transposed a poem that I really liked, so that's in here. Little dragon, baby dragon for Inktober. Some more rock practices because my animation friend was still doing them, so I said I'll keep supporting you. More Inktober, and I had a cold, and then this was just random highlighter. More Inktober. I started, because of this one, I started looking into back muscles some more. I knew in the beginning of the sketchbook I started looking at doing leg muscles, but here was more back muscles, and then this is really in faint pencil. I'm not really quite sure if you can see it. There's some lips, but I'm really happy with how those look actually. More muscle practice, some full body like muscle anatomy, some like neck and face stuff. This stuff actually has helped me so much. I really recommend doing this if you're kind of stuck on anatomy. It's just like find one of these bodybuilders or like anything that really shows musculature like this, whether it's real, illustrated or something, and then copy it, because it will really help you understand things. And especially like this ankle stuff that I was doing, I honestly, I don't even think about it so much anymore, like these feet things as well. I don't think about it so much anymore, but it's helped so much over the past year. And then some quick gestures, some random, I really like this face over here, but it was at the edge of the page, and it made me so mad. And here I was trying some body perspective from like bird's eye view down, and then opposite just for the face angle. Lyrics, I think this is Imagine Dragons. More kind of pose practice. Back to Inktober. So this is my character Teres. It's quite large, so I got a lot of details in. The cross hatching in here, because it's so large, it looks a lot more delicate. Here was a concept that I really liked. but I didn't like how I did the colouring. I thought his skin was too dark. I wasn't quite happy with the way the colouring turned out. So I tried it again, but instead of doing it in markers, I did it with watered down India ink, and I wasn't familiar with how that really worked properly. I wasn't familiar with the medium, so I'm not quite happy with this either. But it was an experiment in inks, and this is an official Inktober piece because it is a lot of ink. It was my cousin's birthday, so I did a portrait of her, and this is side eye, like cool. This like random little torso that I did, and another Inktober of my character Chrome. Gesture drawings, more gesture drawings. By this point in the sketchbook, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with the size of it. Another Inktober, this is Naruto. This is so much better than the Naruto that I had in my last sketchbook, and I did it for Naruto's birthday on October 10th, even though I did it October 9th, don't tell anyone. More muscle practices, which I'm still super happy that I did. It's helped so much. More muscle practices. This is a random, very lightly loose sketch. I got a brush pen, pencil pocket brush pen, and I also drank a lot of coffee that day, so all these lines are shaky AF. Please don't mind them. Another Inktober of my character Aries. She's in a similar outfit to her preteen self, but this is her adult self. Another Inktober, I kind of like the idea of doing white eyelashes, so that's what that is. This is me. It was very humid, so I had really frizzy hair. This is my friend, another friend. Another Inktober. When I took the photo for the Inktober post of this, all the rest of the page was white, so I could like zoom out and have it like be this really tiny thing in this white expanse, and then now I filled it in with doodles, but I'm really happy with this face. More muscle practice, again, it really helps. A lot more gesture drawings, and then this was also another Inktober piece that's more markers than ink, but let's again not tell anybody. I was trying to cursive-y stuff. I tried to draw my dog, also for Inktober. I drew my friend Fana's character Griffin, also for Inktober. Louis Tomlinson from a song he did for Inktober. My friend Dark Petal 16's character Kiyomi for Inktober. You can tell I did a lot of art for other people. Gesture drawings, some chibi faces, a muscle practice, and an Inktober piece of my character Zeke watering his plants. My friend's character Ida, who's dating Zeke. Inktober. I'm not quite sure what was behind here, but I wanted to cover it up and I drew a frowny face on top. So there was a tree, there was a purse, there was another tree, there was a girl sitting, there was another girl sitting. I was just outside. Oh, there was a ladybug too. So I drew those things. Just a guy staring up into space. I decided to do some dog practice after my Inktober failure, and these still aren't so good. Self-portrait for Inktober. Gesture practices. I was trying to practice with the brush pen, so I did like this guardrail and this like planted and hanging thingy. Trying to practice with the brush pen, trying to get like consistent straight lines. Here for the first time ever, I've had these pencils for 5 years, and it took me 4 of them to decide to swatch them. So here's my Prismacolor color pencil collection, and I still go back to these pages in my sketchbook when I pull them out now, because I've understood now that swatches are so important when using traditional mediums. But okay, I have my swatches. I drew some owls for Inktober, my friend Sav's character Sakai. I didn't notice this when I first drew it, but this is if I turn the book back. This failed concept, and accidentally successful concept, but it's the same thing. I want to do some, what's under here? I don't remember. Nothing. And yeah, I decided to do some gesture drawings based off male model posing. Inktober for my character Onyx. Some really light sketches, some leaves, a portrait. My friend and her boyfriend, I wanted to do an anniversary gift for them. Some rings, some swirls, my hand, some lyrics, Ladybug and Chat Noir, some concept sketches for some characters. We're almost done with Inktober, but this is a girl that's not actually a skeleton, but she's painted like a skeleton. And a self-portrait for Inktober. Random sketching, and I took a photo for the video that I did on Inktober. I did do a summary video on Inktober. I should have just shown the sketchbook. but just to show them the tools that I use. So I lined up all my tools on this page. Did a watercolor, these were the swatches. Did a kiss and some calligraphy. My friend drew this in here, a fortune cookie thing, drawing a stamp. Loki, really like Loki. Make poses. It was my buddy's birthday, so I did a drawing, some random pencil sketches. I was really burnt out after October. These things are kind of lazy. I drew this in class. It was just like, oh, let's see a guy standing. Oh, what's he staring at? Oh, a castle. Oh, castle needs a forest. Stuff like that. Just some faces and stuff. Some potential cat interaction thumbnails. I did an acrylic piece and I had leftover paint, so here's the leftover paint. I was doing concept sketches for a friend's Christmas gift that was a painting, so here's the pose, here's the chair, this was a separate thing, so I just wanted to doodle. It was cold, so I drew that. I was sitting with my brother while my brother was getting a tattoo. So my character Chrome is a tattoo artist, so here's him tattooing. And Ladybug and Chat Noir, but without the masks. I had to trace this onto Photoshop for a class assignment, and I just wanted a little cartoon. This is a gift from my friend Dark Petal 16 of a scene in one of her fanfics. These are Dark Petal 16's characters. Again, Dark Petal 16's characters. This is the concept art for my brother's tattoo. Some concept sketches. I mean, gesture drawings. A little pencil sketch for something that I ended up putting into Photoshop of my friend's character Yan. This is Blue, or Gary, from Pokemon and Eevee, that I painted in Photoshop. I tried this, I didn't really like it, so I ended up going with this for my friend Carol's birthday present. Some floating gesture drawings, some more action-y gesture drawings. I was practicing some trees, male faces, really loose gesture drawings and circles. Copied lyrics. This was Dark Petal 16's character Miwa got. More gesture drawings, more muscle anatomy practice. Just a little guy. I really like this hand actually. Pose, my character Rowan, and some workout gear. Jack Skellington, and I think that's the Grinch. Not sure. There was this drawing that I found that I thought was really cool. That was a version of Jack Skellington, but I didn't like my interpretation of it, so I kind of abandoned it. Trying to do some like different shapes for faces. This is my friend's character Kogumaru. I was going back, I'm pretty sure, to old drawings that I've done myself and to see if I could just redraw the poses into something that looks kind of cooler. Another one like that angry one that I did before that I traced I had to do for an assignment. I really like this alliteration thing, and I tried my hand at cursive, but if you can see the blue lines, I sketched it before, so it says real eyes, real eyes, real lies. My friend Kid's character Ringmaster. This whole page was drawn by my brother. I was talking to a friend and he was just throwing me ideas because I really wanted to finish this sketchbook. It was December 31st, so I wanted to finish it in 2017. So there's Slash, the rock star, there's a miner, there's another miner, there's an army guy. I'm not sure what that ended up being. This is supposed to be like a greedy businessman. This is supposed to be like kind of toxic waste kind of person. Another page drawn by my brother. Nature-y woman, some weird armor, a little fairy type princess, and I think that's everything for this sketchbook. Again, I like to leave a couple pages in the back blank for when I look back on it years later. I want to have empty and room to put some current art in there, sort of to see the progression, or if there's anything in there I really want to redraw. But yeah, this was a sketchbook that I did for the later half of 2017. I did October in here. I took it every day with me to class. I'm very attached to the sketchbook. It was a challenge to go back to having such a large page when I got used to basically half of this. But I had a lot of fun filling this out. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week.